Hey guys, it's Elliott. Today I'm going to go over the 13 things that ruin every single salesperson. So I'm going to share this with you. These 13 things that I'm going to go over right now, these are some of the things that literally stunned me and stopped me in my spot and would peel me back. And then once I identified what it was, then I could push through it again. I want to make sure that you don't make these same mistakes, and I'll bet you money right now, when I go over these, and look, this is going to be, let's say it's a 10-minute video, 20-minute video, however long it takes. I'm going to tell you this. If you opt out of this video early, and let's say at number 9, you get out, don't be crying and whining and complaining and blaming other people when number 12 was one of the issues that you're having, when you're having a bad streak or a bad month, and because you opted out, you missed that. Let me share this with you. What my goal is this. Look, I made $700 grand a year selling cars. How did I do it? I did it by learning what to do and what to avoid and not do. What I'm going to go over today is the things that could potentially be ruining you right now where you're at, or next month could be something that pops up that could have ruined you, but because I've shared it with you, you know better now. All right, let's get into it. 13 things that ruin every salesperson. These are the deadly 13. And number 13 I added, it was 12, and I erased it. And then I changed it to 13 because the last one, it hit me right in the mouth. And right before I almost started this video, I had a buddy of mine send me a text message. And sure enough, I was like, that's number 13. I got to change it. So you'll love all these, but number 13, you're going to love. All right, it's time to stop worrying about what anyone else thinks about you. Number 1 of 13. You don't need to care what anyone else thinks about you. I want you to understand this. You do it for you do it for yourself, and you do it for your family. Stop worrying about what anyone else thinks about you. Number 2, you need to detox yourself from wins, numbers, and comparisons. If you want to become the best, can you constantly, be looking at the wins, looking at comparisons, be looking at the stats and the numbers? No, because you'll get caught up in it. What happens when you get caught up in it? You become emotional. When you become emotional, guess what? Me as a businessman, I look at my finances every quarter. Do you know why? Because if I watched them week to week, I might get emotional and I might not push through and then be where I would be at the end of each quarter. I want to share this with you. It's great for our customers to get emotional. It is not healthy for salesmen to get emotional. That's not what we need to do. So, I said the word detox because I have to detox myself. Why? Because I'm always looking at where I'm at, my skill. Guess what happens? Comparison from wins, numbers, you have to detox yourself from them and push them behind you. If right now you're not at the top of the board, I don't care. Stop looking at the board. So, you need to detox yourself from wins, comparisons, and numbers. Number 3, you don't have to prove anything to anyone except yourself. The second you realize that, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. To no one, man. It doesn't matter. Just prove yourself to you. You know the potential you carry, right? Deep down inside, you know. You need to demand out of you what you need to demand out of you. But don't prove yourself to anyone. Only to yourself. Number 4, when you're having a cold streak, you know what I'm talking about. When you're having a cold streak, don't take it personal. It happens. Guys, some of you, I talk to you all the time, and you're killing it. You're crushing it. Andy, it's the 2nd of the month. I got 6 cars out, man. I'm killing it. God, man, I'm loving training. I'm on fire. They're calling me the hammer at the dealership. And then guess what happens? On the 15th, you're like, Andy, man, I'm stuck. I'm drowning. I'm like, what? What do you mean? It's a cold streak, man. It happens. You know the only way to stay away from it? Follow these 13 things and that cold streak will end. It happens. Will Smith, the actor. Have you guys seen any killer movies he's had for a while? Maybe one just came out. Maybe 2 years he hit a cold streak. I'm going to explain to you. No one is successful 100% of the time. Be prepared for it. When you hit your cold streak, if you want to pull out of it the fastest, follow these 13 things. Your cold streak will end like that. So, when you have a cold streak, it happens. Don't get emotional, all right? Okay, look, don't let let going from small to big or big to small change you. You know what I see? I see a guy, and you know what? He's come from nothing, okay? And he works his butt off. And you know what? He starts to build a name for himself. And you know what he does? He changes in here. Don't change. I watch guys that are big, and then they go to small. Guess what happens? It eats them alive. And they turn into this awful person, man. It's like a demon inside tearing them up. Don't change. Whether you go big to small or small to big, I don't care. Never change. Everything in life is changing. Yes, either you get worse or you get better. But don't change as being a good human being. Don't change. I love everybody. Do I love to make a ton of money? Yes. But the rule number one is this. Money comes second. Helping people comes first. The second that making money comes first and then people come second, I'm done. It ain't never going to happen. I'd rather not have any money and keep helping people than not help anybody and have money. So I want to tell you this. I've decided in my life I'm never going to change big to small or small to big. Helping people is everything. You do the same, watch the outcome of your life. It's amazing. These are things that aren't really thought about a lot. I want you to think about these things as you build the next level you, okay? Look, transitioning from material world journey to your inner journey. Everybody's like, hey man, I need a Lambo. Or you're like, hey man, I just want to make some money so I can go buy me a new car or get me a nice house. Look, material stuff don't matter. You need to transition from the material stuff, what you have, what you've got to show. People buy stuff to impress people that really don't even like them, right? And who don't care about them. The journey of the material world means nothing. Guys, once a year when I give all I got and I push all year long, sometimes I'll go buy me like a nice watch or something. Do you know why? Because I'll reward myself. But I'm going to tell you this. A watch doesn't mean nothing. Okay? It reminds me of the benchmarks I hit, the grind that I went through, right? Which I think it's okay to reward yourself. But getting caught up in material stuff, you don't need to prove yourself to nothing. You guys want to know what I drive for a living? What kind of car I drive? I drive a jacked up 2004 Land Cruiser. It's an 04. It's got 138,000 miles. Jacked up. Got 10 grand in extras on it. That's my baby. That's what I have. I don't drive no Lambo. I don't want to. I'm old school, man. I'm redneck. I'm from Oklahoma. Do you know what? The deal is, I'm very business smart, and my money, it does not go into a vehicle. You know what it goes into? It goes into my education, my family, and my future, okay? I want to share this with you. Quit looking at the material stuff you can get and look at your inner journey. Look at the person you were when you started and look at the person that you're becoming. I'm going to tell you this. Once you take your eyes off of the real thing, what needs to be mattering, which is you, and you start focusing on what other people see that you have, you crash. You've got to change your lenses. Focus on your inner journey, not your material journey. All right, so learn to be okay with you. It's pretty simple. Learn to be okay with you. That's when the big things start to happen. Understand this. Everyone else doesn't have to be okay with you. I'm okay with me. Yeah. Didn't have a mom growing up. She left when I was 2. Got 5 brothers and sisters, right? Guess what? It was a grind growing up. They stole my lunch money every day. Had to go to school and bum it, borrow it, whatever, right? Every single day. Hey, I'm okay with me, right? I made bad grades in school because nobody paid attention to me. I'm not a victim. I'm just telling you, it's just the truth. I don't care. It's okay. When I applied myself, the person I became was crazy. I became okay with me. Whatever your mess is, make it your message. Wherever it is that you came from. You've been through 3 divorces. You've had some horrible things happen in life. Who cares? Be okay with you. And the second you're okay with you is the second you'll kill it. You look over there, you see this guy, he's rich, his parents are rich, they got him a car, you think he's happy? When life hits, when life hits him, he won't know what to do. Life's already hit you. You know exactly what to do. Learn to be okay with you. You have the best place, I promise you, the best hand in the house. It's time to play it, okay? All right, so stop looking at the sales board and comparing yourself to others. Protect your mind. If you lose control of your mind, you hand it to someone else. Protect your mind. Don't watch others. Winners focus on winning. Losers focus on the winner. I tell you to watch the top guy in your store and run him over. The reason why I say that is so you can understand what it looks like to be the top guy. And then, who do you want to compete with? I want you to compete with me. Why? Because I'm going to tell you this. I promise you have no one in your store making 700 grand a year. Matter of fact, there's very few guys making 300 to 400 grand a year. If you compete with me and you train with me, there's no doubt in my mind, you're going straight to the freaking top. Okay? Let's keep moving. We're going to go on here. Number 9. Wake up the animal inside of you and focus only on what you want and not others. Others will tell you what you want. Don't listen to it, okay? You know the trick they try to pull on me whenever I got really good at sales and when I was killing it? Guess what? They try to put me in management. They try to put me in finance. Okay, they all wanted the title, the position. Yeah, man, that guy just moved from sales to finance, man. He's crushing it. Nah, I didn't want that. You know what I want? I want to spend time with my family. I want to spend time with my kids. I want to spend time with my wife, okay? I'm not falling for that old dangling carrot trick. Guess what? Focus on yourself. If you want to advance and move up, do it. But it needs to be what you want, not what other people want. I'm going to share this. Stay in your lane, okay? All right, let's move on here. Number 10, we're getting close. Number 10, stick in your lane and in your space. That's where you'll grow 1,000% faster. Let me explain this to you. So I've decided that I'm going to train my entire life until I die. Why? Because I'm afraid one day I'll meet somebody better than me and I won't be ready. That is how I live. That's how I keep training every day to get better. I want you to do the same thing. And you will eventually get there where you'll look around and you'll be like, nobody's got me. Nobody's got me. And it won't be out of arrogance or cockiness. It'll be out of confidence because of the sweat, the hustle, the grind, the hours, the tears that you've poured into it. Guess what? That built you to become this person. And I want to share this with you. As we look at that, I said the word animal. You guys all have an animal inside of you. A next level you. Maybe a you that you haven't even seen yet. I know it's in you. Pull it out. I want to see it. I'll help you on your journey. Okay? So, focus only on what you want. And then, if you want to grow 1,000% more, stay in your lane and stay in your space. Here's the deal. You start training, right? You're pushing really hard for a month. And then one of the other salesmen goes, man, that stuff's stupid, dude. Why are you doing that, man? Guess what? Stay in your lane, stay in your space. You're going to be smoking that dude's ass. I'm telling you. That guy won't even be able to hold you. That guy will be delivering your cars for you soon. Okay? Stay in your lane, stay in your space. Okay, understand what the compound effect. Listen to this. Understand what the compound effect really means in every single way. What does a compound effect mean? It means this. When Andy Elliott started training, when I sucked, and I was not good at selling cars, and I wasn't making enough money, and I wasn't that great, and I was just an average guy, right? Just watching everyone else. This is you. When I first started training, yeah, I got some closes that got in, right? I closed some extra deals. But then you know what also happened? I took a ton of criticism from everyone, okay? Literally, people were like, man, that stuff, you've been training now for 6 months. You were making $5,000 a month. Now you're making $5,500. I mean, come on, man. You're spending hours doing that stuff, man. You're not even going out with us on the weekend. And you're spending all this time training? Dude, look, I'm making more money than you still. Compound effect. Year 1, made a little bit more money. Year 2, I made a ton more money. Sometimes it comes really fast. Sometimes it takes a minute. Understand the compound effect. And let me explain it to you a different way. Okay? If I decide to stop working out and taking care of myself, I may gain 8 pounds the first year. I can still wear these same clothes that I'm wearing and gain 8 pounds. Will I know that I'm not in the shape that I used to be in? Yeah. Yeah, I'll notice, but I can kind of squeeze by. Year 2, I'm up 30 pounds now. 8 the first year, up 30 pounds the second year. Can I wear these clothes anymore? No. You know what happens? Now I'm sad. Now I'm depressed. Now I have to buy new clothes. Compound effect. You don't see it right away. It's things that happen over time. If more people out there, whoever you are, let's say your name's Jacob and you're 32 years old. If I could show you, if you would train with me for 2 years, which is nothing in a lifetime, you could train with me for 2 years. Do you understand in 2 years that Jacob, who's 32, who's now 34, because of the way the compound effect worked, Jacob would be making $450,000 a year? Yeah. Do you know this? If Jacob doesn't train, there's the 99% chance, right, that Jacob will be making about $5,000 more when he's 34 than what he's making at 32. You can decide. It's okay for things not to be instant. We live in a world where everybody wants everything right now. Guess what? It doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does create some luck when we're training. Sometimes I call it feeding the machine. I'm the machine. I've got to keep feeding myself, right? Sometimes it's called momentum, right? You get training, you get fired up, it creates momentum. I want to share this with you, all right? Don't underestimate the compound effect. Understand it in every area of your life. If you stop paying attention to your wife now, don't be surprised in 2 years when you get a divorce. If you don't pay attention to your kids now, don't be surprised in 2 years when your children don't want to hang out with you. It's in every area of life. If right now you're close to God, if you stop praying, don't be surprised in 2 years from now when you don't have a relationship with God. Okay? It's the compound effect. Understand it. And I put something here, right here, in every way. Okay? Let's embrace it. Let's embrace our families. Let's embrace training. Let's do what no one else can do. Why? Because we're the 1%ers, guys. Okay? I promise you. I will lead you every way I can to become a 1%er. No one out there cares about creating 1%ers. What they want to know is how many cars can you sell them and how much money can you make them. I don't care about those things. What I care about this is how fulfilled of a life can you have, and then how much financial potential do you have in you, and can I extract that out of you and create tenfold what you would have done on your own, and with me helping you and having your back, now we create something beautiful. The 1%er. Not only is it financially huge, you'll take care of your family like you never thought you would, and you'll live your best life right now. Okay, so don't ever, notice how many evers I got here, ever listen to haters and get stuck in their weak minds. Because someone else doesn't believe in you, I don't care. I believe in you. Don't you ever get stuck in someone else's weak mind. If you want to do it, let's do it. That's it. We don't have to talk about anything else. If you want to become the top salesman in the country, right now you're looking at me and you're like, I want to become the top salesman in the freaking country. Number 1, not the number 2 seed, not the number 3, not top 10. I want number 1. Okay? You want number 1? Go get number 1. I'm telling you, you can be the number 1. Anyone else that hears you say that, you know what they'll say? Man, you can't be number 1. I see your numbers now. You're not born for it. You don't talk like the number 1 guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't look like a number 1 guy. You don't have the background for a number 1 guy. You're not in the store to be a number 1 guy. Stay away from their weak-ass minds. Don't you dare let them anywhere around you, okay? Protect your mind. Stay away from them. Let's go to number 13. And we're going to end this sucker together. And this right here is something that means a lot to me, and it should mean a lot to you. This was said by Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get hit in the mouth. What happens when you guys get hit in the mouth? Andy, I'm going to become the top guy in the world. I want to do this. I want to do this. Boom, boom, boom. Guess what happens? You have the 2 worst months you've ever had in your entire life. You had a plan. You were doing everything you could do. You gave it all you had. You had a plan, man. You got hit in the mouth. It didn't work. Are you going to push through it? Are you going to man up, woman up? Are you going to push through it? Are you going to watch out for all these things? Man, are you going to go fight? Are you going to never give up? Or when you get hit in the mouth, are you going to back out? Number 13 means everything to me. Because on my way up, I got hit in the mouth so many freaking times, okay? So many freaking times. And it hurts to get hit in the mouth. It sucks. It is the pure, suckiest zone you could ever be in your life. It is an awful place. It is a dark area. But I want to tell you this. You'll pull out of that dark area. You'll get hit in the mouth and you will knock their asses out, okay? You may get hit 15 more times before you get your next hit in. But I'm gonna tell you this, they're gonna know you're beating on them. They're gonna know you're coming from them. You're not gonna stop, you're not gonna quit, and when you get hit in the mouth, you keep going. I don't care. We're in it for the long tail game, guys. This is the compound effect. These are the 13 things that ruin most salesmen. I want you guys, if you need to, watch this video again and take notes, okay? And as you're going down it, man, if you want a copy of this, I've got this wrote down on a piece of paper. If you want this piece of paper, okay? So obviously I'd like for you to watch it again and make sure you understand it because that's what matters. But if you like this piece of paper, shoot me a text, okay? I've got it on my phone. I'll shoot it straight over to you. You can print it out and you can hang it in your car, hang it in your office. I don't care. 918-210-0254. 918-210-0254. You shoot me a text. Say, hey, Andy, send me the 13 things that ruin salespeople. Boom, I'll shoot it over to you. Guys, have a blessed day.